Okay, good morning YouTube, or good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, and we're going to be doing another side-by-side comparison today. If you are new to my channel, let me start off. If you're not new to my channel, I apologize for every time having to ramble on about exactly what I do. I'll try to make it as fast as possible. If you're new to the channel though, you do need to hear what the whole channel is about. And basically what I do is I do watch show and tells. What I found most important when I was actually looking to buy my first Invicta watch, that it was important to see what the watch was going to look like on the wrist. And there was a ton of videos out there with the guy showing the watch really close with the white gloves, spinning it around. And I didn't really find it very helpful to really see what the watch was going to look like on my wrist. And there was a few pictures out there where guys have it on there, but I think a video is pretty important. You can see the watch like moving around on the person. I'm about 5'8" tall, and I have 7-inch wrists. So all these watches look pretty big on me. And I'm about 170 pounds, give or take, depending on the day. So basically I started picking up watches and showing you just kind of a real quick show and tell, just a few specs about the watches, mainly the measurement, the size, and just showing you what it looks like on the old wrist there. And then I started getting so many of them that I found, well gosh, I want I already have this particular model. I want to get this model. I wonder what that looks like side by side. And so now I'm doing side by side comparisons, which I think are pretty helpful to folks who, like I said, already have one watch and maybe they want to get another model, and it's helpful to see what it looks like next to something they already have as far as size is concerned. So with that being said, we're going to be doing a side-by-side comparison today. This brand is called Android USA. Check out my other videos on these. Android USA, I'm not sure how long they've been around, but they're kind of creeping up on Invicta there. I have several models of the Android now, and you get so much for your money with these watches. So the ones I'm going to be show and telling today are, this is the Silverjet model. And I picked this watch up. It was actually a gift for my birthday from my pops, my mom and dad actually. And my dad picked one up for himself, and he never buys himself anything. And I was blown away with how cool it was and how chunky it was. And so I got one for my birthday. And then this one here, I picked up another one here. Both these are Silverjet models, but we have one done in a brushed stainless steel quartz movement, and we have one done in a two-tone, fully polished rose tone in a full Seiko automatic movement. So that's a pretty cool watch. Depending on when you pick these up, time of year, their production, depending on how much they produced, you can get some really great deals. This one I got a smoking deal on. I can't even tell you how cheap. And I'll tell you right now, this one right here, there's a great deal on going on right now. I'm not going to say where. You got to research it on your own, right? So let's start off with the, again, these are basically the same watch, just different tones, different textures, different movements, of course. This first one here is model number AD, I'm going to read it off the screen here, 780, okay, in the black face. They make this model right here in a blue face, purple face, orange, yellow, and lime green. So you have a lot of different flavors there for your different outfits, you know what I mean? Powered by a Miyota 2036 quartz movement. 50 millimeter case size, that applies to both of them. 18 millimeters in case thickness, and they do this cool sandwich case design here. Invicta calls this style a case and cradle. And you have this very interesting band here, what they call a multi-layer bracelet. Really cool looking. Each one of these links are threaded, so you can size this yourself with minimal tools. If you're using like a jeweler's screwdriver, it's a little bit tricky because the grooves aren't really super wide, and I had kind of a little bit of a difficult time depending on how tight they are, but I'll still able to size it, of course. Definitely something you could do. If you don't feel comfortable, a jeweler will probably do it for 10 bucks, not a big deal. This one here, again, is done with the black face and done in the, it's all brushed stainless steel. What else about it here? Rotating bezel, hardened mineral crystal, 24 millimeter band width, that will apply to both of them, of course, and it weighs 11 ounces unsized. Okay, I didn't verify that on this model. I'll put them on the scale, but it's probably pretty close. After you size it, you're gonna lose a little bit, but it's definitely a heavy watch. Let's move on to the other model here. This one here, and again, I'm looking off to the side here. I'm just reading some of the specs. Let me move this over here so it doesn't. I'm not looking so far. Okay, that's a little better. Put it on this monitor. This one's powered by a Japanese Seiko 2NH36A movement. It has the exhibition back, 24 jewels on this one here. If you know anything about, if you don't know anything about jewels, look that up. This one here has the date as well. The other one did not. Just had a standard move, just a single time zone, of course. This one's got the day and date, and you have this kind of a ghost window where you can see the date wheel behind it. All mirror polished. The screws are actually in silver. The rest of the band is done in the polished rose tone. Again, case and cradle or sandwich design. Just a very flashy watch. This is a really cool one. Really one of my favorites. And for what I picked this up for, it's amazing. I've seen these upwards of $500. Just like the Invictas, the Androids do the same thing. You have a really super inflated retail price, and if you shop around, you find them cheaper. And sometimes you can find the sweet deals. Like a lot of these are in Christmas time when there was just fantastic deals going, and production was pretty high on a lot of this stuff. Again, 50 millimeter watch. Let me go ahead and throw it on the wrist here. These are just beautiful watches, folks. Let me tell you. And this one here is a little bit more of your dressy style watch. You know, if you, I don't know what you do for work, but you know, you don't want to scratch it up. You can pick up both these, and you got this one here for just kind of your everyday, you know, bumming around kind of watch. I mean, just really nice. You can see that polishing really sets it off, though. Really, really cool watches. If you haven't picked up an Android or you're new to Android, definitely check them out. If you like Invicta watches or anything with a big chunky watch, let me try to get back a little bit so you can see a little more on the wrist here. It's always helpful to see that. This watch right here, these watches right here are going to be comparable to your size of, let's say, a Noma 3. Very similar. You have about that 50 millimeter case. And it's funny, you know, even though that the gold is so flashy in this model, when you look at it from this distance, that silver just kind of pops, you know, because the brush finish on that, it's very bright. It's a very bright looking brush finish. I'm just going to show you this thing in the sunlight. Let me get it a little more in the sun. And get a little closer so you can see the band again. That band is just beautiful. That's what sold me on this watch. When I saw this watch in person and I saw that band, I was just amazed at how cool it is. And Android's done some pretty cool stuff with their bands. I'm telling you, this one right now, check it out. You can get this thing really dirt cheap going right now. It's like, I don't know if it's a clearance or what, but check them out. Not a small watch by any means. Alright folks, well there you have it. Two of Android's awesome watches called the Silverjet. Again, done in the full polish rose tone. They make this one also in a black, which is pretty cool. Black and silver, you don't see that too much. We have the case is silver as well. The silver will still apply, but everything else is like a polished black plating. And of course, same movement and everything like that. They have it in the yellow and the full stainless, which is pretty nice too. But this one, I don't think you can get this one anymore. You might find it on eBay, but you just have to go to fatcatwatches.com. That's my website. More information there. Check out some of those links off to the side there. You might be able to find one of these available. I'm not sure what you're going to pay for it though, but you know, hey, just keep checking. Alright, well thanks again. Remember to subscribe to my channel. If you have any requests or questions or any ideas how I can make the videos better, I'm open ears. I do appreciate you checking out the channel. I hope you enjoy the videos, and you guys have a good day, okay? Take care.